I came home early from a girls' trip with nachos and his favorite craft beer. I walked in through the garage, quiet as a ghost. Halfway up the stairs, I heard my husband on the phone. "Marriage is a complete nightmare, bro," he said. Then he added, "If it wasn't for her family's money, I'd be gone already." We'd just renewed our vows a week before. He'd cried while reading them. So I stood there with the bag in my hand, listening to him call me the money wife like it was funny. I backed down the steps and left without a sound. I sat in my car and stared at my steering wheel until my hands stopped shaking. I came home later at my normal time, kissed him hello, and acted like Nashville had gone exactly as planned. 5 days later, he called me 27 times in 1 hour because he could feel something was wrong. I didn't confront him. I got careful. I locked down my private account and started moving money out of our joint accounts in small bites. I took calls in the bathroom on purpose. He started fixing things he'd ignored for months, like a man auditioning. Then I found the pattern. Withdrawals always just under the talk about it limit. I pulled 3 years of statements and my stomach flipped. Almost $117,000 had vanished into business expenses that never came back. I waited until he went to the gym and checked his nightstand. There was a second phone, cheap prepaid. The passcode was on a sticky note like he didn't respect me enough to hide it. One contact, D. Dozens of texts about meetups and money. One message said, 2 more years and we're set. Stay the course. After that, I started leaving little traps. I forgot printed statements on my desk. I left searches on my iPad like separate accounts in marriage. One night, he moved my boots in my closet while I was in the shower. I noticed. I said nothing. He also slipped. We went to a rustic lake cabin my family owned, and he acted like I'd sentenced him to prison. He kept walking to the end of the dock for 1 bar of service. I heard him hiss into the phone, "I'll make it up to you when I'm back." Later, he claimed he went to Walmart for work stuff. There was no Walmart charge, only a $60 tab at a bar. I met with a lawyer, Loretta recommended, not our family one. I moved my birth certificate, jewelry, and heirlooms to a friend's place in a photo shoot box. Connor started asking about my dad's retirement plans, the trusts, the business. He didn't ask once about my dad as a person, just the money. Then his panic got loud. He offered a weekend to reconnect. Then he suggested we start trying for a baby, right now, out of nowhere. He showed up at my office with dinner and a shaky smile. "Are you mad at me?" he asked. His tears dried fast when I mentioned canceling a luxury trip. I told my best friend Loretta, then I told my parents. My dad loved Connor like a son. I watched my dad's face crack when I said, "He married me for access." My mom went quiet in that scary, controlled way. The meeting was at 10 a.m. in my dad's office. Connor walked in smiling, sleeves rolled up, ready to charm. He pulled out a chair like he owned the room. My dad opened a folder and slid it across the desk. First, the bank printouts. Next, the burner phone screenshots. Then, the transcript of that call. Connor blinked once, then again, then his smile fell apart. He reached for the pages with shaking fingers. The paper made a dry, nervous sound. My dad stayed calm. "Anything you want to tell us?" Connor swallowed and tried to talk. My mom cut in cold. "Start with money wife." He tried the soothing voice. It was out of context. My dad tapped the line where Connor joked about being Oscar-worthy. Tap, tap, tap. Connor's shoulders sank. Mr. Bradshaw explained what was already done. Connor was removed from every family account and business path. My dad said, "You have 24 hours to pack." Connor turned to me, eyes wet, going for the last hook. I said, "You did this." On the stairs. The divorce fight lasted about as long as his acting did. He demanded half, even future interests, until my lawyer played his own words back to him. He walked away with less than he planned, and everyone finally saw the real him. The last twist came from D. Her name was Denise, his ex from college. She sent screenshots of him sending her money during our marriage and promising phase 2 after the vow renewal. She thought she was the endgame. I sent one message, "Good luck." Now I live in a smaller place that's completely mine. I laugh as loud as I want, and when my phone rings, it's not him counting my family's money. It's just quiet.